Hi, welcome back to the Destin Business Forum. I'm your host, Amy Perry, and joining us now is Demetrius Fuller, the music director of Symphonia Gulf Coast. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Okay, I know what it is, but for the three people that don't, tell us what Symphonia Gulf
Symphonia
Coast
is our region's only fully professional symphony orchestra.
Fully professional?
Fully professional, standalone nonprofit organization that serves the community. Our mission is to educate, inspire, and entertain the community through great performances, through educational outreach, and just various events and things throughout the community.
And what do you have to do with it?
Well, I sort of run it. Me and a great...
that's why I see you at all those events. I just thought you were mad and like...
No, just waving my arms randomly on a box, right? No, we have a great board of directors that runs the organization or assists in running the organization, office staff, and a huge volunteer base that makes everything happen.
Okay, but your job, what do you do?
I'm the music director and conductor and artistic director, essentially, and in charge of all the concerts that we bring in, all of the musicians, all of the guest artists, helping with coordinating all the educational activities, partnering with different people in the community, whether it's another nonprofit like the Maddie Kelly Arts Foundation or the Cultural Arts Association or the Okaloosa Arts Association, and getting the community involved from a corporate standpoint and being a liaison, basically, with everything just mentioned.
Well, you do a good job because I see you everywhere. I mean,
Well,
you are out there. And when I introduced you, I just said music director. I didn't say conductor, which is the fun. I think it's the fun part.
You're dying for a conducting lesson, aren't you?
Well, last time you were on, since you brought it up, you said you were going to give me a lesson, and I see you forgot your baton. You just said this would not work, so I guess next time you come on.
So next time.
Okay.
It's on tape now, so I have to do it.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because it just looks like, it just looks so freeing and like so much fun, and I guess that's because you're so good at it.
Well, thanks.
And if somebody was really bad at it, you'd probably look like, what's that guy doing directing traffic? But is it like directing traffic?
Well, essentially, yeah. You're directing all the members of the orchestra into whatever piece you're doing, you know, trying to get whatever the composer's intent was to bring the music to life. And it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a lot of work. It's, you know, I went to school for many years and trained for many years in various places to do it. And
to make it look easy.
To make it look easy. Unfortunately, it's only one small aspect of what Symphonia is.
Yeah.
You have to have all the other components from the business perspective
put
in place before you can get all these great musicians and pay them and guest artists and create great music, which is obviously our mission.
Isn't that the way it is, though, normally? You, well, I don't know for all jobs. I think probably, you know, movie stars, actors, and actresses probably get to do more fun stuff. But I think in most people's jobs, you know, it's work. It's a job.
No, it's definitely a lot of hours of study, a lot of hours of preparation, of putting all the pieces. There's a lot of puzzle pieces together.
And then you have the fun part.
And then you have the fun part, which lasts an hour of the
exactly.
The whole thing.
That's the way it is, though. But you do have that fun part. We were talking a little bit before we started the show, and you told me about one instance that I just want to ask you about again. I asked you if you ever, you know, got angry or upset if something didn't go right, and you said you really didn't because you just don't have time for that, I guess.
No, you have to, you know, in rehearsal and concert situations, you have to maintain a professional demeanor, but certain things happen in rehearsals that hopefully don't happen in performances, and once I was guest conducting in Brazil, and I was conducting in this huge orchestra, and my baton flew out of my hand at probably 30 or 40 miles an hour, and it was spinning towards the first bassoon player who's like dead in front of me. And he just kept playing. It really looked like a scene out of The Matrix because it was slow motion. He just sort of moved over while the baton flew past his head. And
wow, to hold it together and to do that.
So that was kind of fun. I mean,
so that was your one mistake that you've ever made?
Just one mistake.
It humanizes you.
Yeah, just one mistake.
I didn't think, now if I did it, I would probably, I don't know, have to take out special insurance.
But I've never fallen off the stage or podium or anything like that. Of course, now that I've said that, it's going to happen at the next concert.
You jinxed yourself. All right, let's talk about the next concert that you have is the Ansel Adams America concert at the Emerald Coast Convention Center at 7:30 p.m.
That's on February 3rd, and this is a great concert. It's the Florida premiere of Ansel Adams America, which is co-composed by jazz legend Dave Brubeck and his son Chris Brubeck, who we performed his violin concerto last year at our gala event. It's a wonderful piece to celebrate America. That's the season's theme and the Rockets' Red Glare. And we are doing the Florida premiere, and it's 102 images of Ansel or by Ansel. So some of them are pictures, old pictures from when you had to have the camera and the pull and things exploded to make a picture.
Yeah.
And so they're unlicensed from the Ansel Adams Foundation, and basically what Dave Brubeck did is he set each picture to music and Chris orchestrated it. So each picture is set to music how Dave Brubeck heard it or saw it. And a lot of people don't know that Ansel Adams, aside from being one of the most famous photographers, he was a classically trained pianist.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, he was, and so there's a huge piano aspect in the piece that's featured prominently. And he basically didn't make it as a concert pianist, but was pretty good at photography, obviously.
Yeah, he had a good second career.
And these images are projected live above the orchestra as the orchestra plays. So it's really a cool thing. And we have a lot of kids coming and their parents to the concert. And also on the concert are two great guest artists, Tony Molinaro, who's an award-winning pianist. He's doing Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue, which everybody knows, I think. And Howard Levy, who is a Grammy award-winning harmonica player, and we're premiering his harmonica concerto, and he's amazing. If anybody could be a virtuosic harmonica player, which you just don't hear about, who thinks of a virtuosic harmonica player. So that's the concert, and it's going to be terrific, and they're going to do a little jam session afterwards, and Chris Brubeck might join in, so it's going to be a fun evening.
That sounds like fun. And you've got another one coming up February 17th and 18th at Rosemary Beach.
We do. We have the Parker Quartet. Sinfonia is sort of like one-stop symphony shopping. We perform concerts, we do chamber orchestra, we do full orchestra, we do pops, we do classical, we do serious, we do multimedia like with this Ansel Adams thing. But the Parker Quartet, they won the Grammy last year for the best new classical artist, and we're presenting them. So there's no orchestra featured, it's just the quartet, and they'll be at the Town Hall at Rosemary Beach, which turned out last year to be a terrific,
that's a nice place to
intimate
see.
venue.
Yeah.
But the great part about both of the concerts is the educational component that we bring to the table. And Parker Quartet will be doing a special performance on that Friday morning for about 400 school kids in Walton County. And then all of the guest artists for the February 3rd Ansel Adams concert will be in the schools in Okaloosa and Walton counties at about, I think, 12 or 13 different schools. So it's going to be a great way for the kids to see. You
have a really good outreach program in Okaloosa and Walton counties.
We do. We're very fortunate to be able to work within the school system. Since 2006, we've seen over 30,000 school kids with our various guest artists and sinfonia musicians. So it's been a really great thing.
And the two other things you have, you said with the full price ticket, you get 2 free
children's tickets.
K
through 12. So if
you had a family of 6, mom, dad, 4 kids, they would just have to purchase the
2 adult tickets.
Adult tickets.
And we've seen over 600 families take advantage of this.
That is amazing.
Initiative.
And I'm almost out of time. You have a military discount, unlimited $10 tickets, correct?
Correct.
All right. We came in really close to on time. I don't have time to read our upcoming events, though, but you can see them on screen. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.